Everyone, this is part 244 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions. If you have not seen this series before, you have to click the description. It's right down here. Just click it. It tells you everything you have to know about the series, about how you can ask me questions, how I'm going to answer those questions. It is literally in the description, so check it out. All right, let's get to today's comments. We're doing 3 comments today because the first 2 are super short. All right, question number 1 says, what is the worst death in the entire franchise? I think you all know my answer for this one. It's obviously Jason. Like, how are you not going to say Jason? Why would you kill off Rick? Why would you kill off a main character like that? And it's not even in a main book. Like, it would have had more like, what's the right word? Gumption? I don't even know the right word. It would have had more like meaning to it if it was in the Heroes of Olympus series, like maybe in the last book in that series, because it would have meant something. But he died in the Trials of Apollo book, in the middle book in that series. It didn't mean anything. And then Piper got over him way too fast. It's just, he shouldn't have died. Okay, let's move on to the next comment here. Favorite background / minor side character. I mean, does Charles Beckendorf count? I think it kind of counts because he doesn't really show up that much. I mean, the only pivotal thing he does is in The Last Olympian when he blows up Kronos' ship and he kills himself in the process. Like, other than that, he's not really in the series that much. But I mean, yeah, no, definitely Charles Beckendorf is my favorite side / background character. I'm pretty sure he counts. Okay, let's move on to the third and final comment of the day. This one says, do you think it's possible that Hera let Percy remember Annabeth and use the mist to make Piper and Jason think they were together because she is the goddess of marriage and thought that they would both be good marriages in the future? I mean, maybe. Like, the gods always claim to know things that are going to happen in the future, right? Like, it's crazy that, like, there's so many times in the Percy Jackson series where, like, a god is talking to Percy and he's like, I foresee terrible things or whatever. And then also, like, when Hermes talked to Percy that one time in, like, the Sea of Monsters, he knew that Luke was going to turn bad. He kind of implied it. Didn't, like, The Last Olympian, Percy's like, you knew Luke, I can't talk. He says, you knew Luke was going to turn bad. And Hermes, like, he confirms it in that moment. It's like, I feel like the gods know what's going to happen. But the thing is that Piper and Jason were never going to get married because Jason dies. And also, they broke up before that anyway. Like, Percy and Annabeth will probably get married, but Jason and Piper, no. So, like, I don't know if it makes sense that Hera would have done that thinking they were going to get married because, like, she might know already if they're going to get married or not. So I don't know if that really makes sense. But if you're just asking me on the surface, if that makes sense, then yeah, I'll give you it. She's the goddess of marriage. Piper and Jason were together in the mist, not real. Percy remembers Annabeth. The only thing he remembers, yeah, that's pretty neat. So you know what? Yes, I will entertain this comment. I'll say, let's go with it that this is canon, that Hera did this because she's the goddess of marriage. Even though it doesn't make sense on some levels, but on some levels it does. All right, that answers all of today's comments. I'll see you tomorrow for part 245 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions.